giving you some keys which have been given to me to pass on to you. These keys are to unlock doors out of your present prison. Doors opening on new vistas. Doors beyond where you are now.
That had me captivated for 8 straight minutes. My eyes did not leave the screen. Right from the opening image, I was like, wow, this is stunning. This is a beautiful image, and the way that it paired with the words like, I am merely an agent, I was like, whoa. And I was like, I could just keep watching this. And the fact that that's what it was, and it remained captivating and interesting, I wanted that on a loop. I could dissect that so much if I watched it over and over. But only having watched it once, the transition that stuck out the most to me, because there were so many incredible ones, was Neanderthals into sort of a futuristic look, like space agey, I want to say, into religion, into DNA helix. Just that transition of humanity, of where we came from, where we're going, and the dichotomy of religion and science and what we believe and what makes us up and what we make up and what we become. It was very cool. It was just beautiful visuals, and the way that every single transition paired with the dialogue was incredible detail.
It really encapsulated my attention. It was, the narrative was really, really intriguing, really interesting, mixed with the score. I think, sometimes they kind of overpowered each other, but in a way that still kept your attention. You were really drawn into what was trying to be said. Sometimes because you couldn't hear it the best, but you were still really intrigued. And you match that with these visuals. It was just really, I don't know, it was really cool. It was really cool to watch. I think it was a really interesting narrative that was being shown throughout the piece. And yeah, it was just really, really intriguing, really entertaining, and looked really, really well done.
So this is a very cool idea. I love this that they're presenting a lecture in this way. Creating these nice animations. It's abstract and beautiful, and it just gives you something very interesting that augments what's being spoken in the spoken word portion of it. The audio was very beautifully produced as far as the voice and the music going together. The music was wonderfully produced and executed. Really enjoyed that. And the visuals just matched with it perfectly. It just it looked very beautiful. It was very engaging. I'd love to see this like in 3D, or perhaps in a VR presentation. Would be kind of cool as well. But anyways, but this movie version of it, as we're seeing here, it just really kind of takes you to this other virtual place. Anyways, you kind of go someplace in your mind as you're watching it.
This is a gift. They gave us these kaleidoscopic doors to a new universe, talking about sympathy, empathy, love, multi-dimensions, multi-realities. They touch on so many interesting images and this deep, quite deep, meaningful script, talking about repetitions, spirals, this psychedelic inspired text by the scientist extraordinaire John C Lilly. All his amazing writings in the startup topics, and they managed to give us a chunk already film with very appealing imagery. I think this is an amazing starting point with touching on John C Lilly's theories, and it's just amazing. I totally enjoyed it.
An interesting subject matter. I was previously not familiar with John C Lilly, but I can see myself definitely going down a bit of a rabbit hole thanks to this. It was really thoughtfully constructed. The visuals, which at first just seemed random, did really reflect what was being said. They were uh, seemed like they were really thoughtfully chosen, but also even unnecessary. Just listening to him speak and what sounded like possibly like this binaural sound backdropping it was more than enough. It was really engaging. I thought I was listening to Carl Sagan at first. It just something about the quality of his voice really reminded me of him. But whatever. This was fantastic. Still just a little dazed from listening to it all. Really good work, strong project.
Very colorful. I love the visuals in that aspect. I like the message, the overall message, and I thought the narrator had a really great voice for this. So all that was really great. The visual for me was too dizzying. It felt like I was being hypnotized, but I think the whole point of the video was more of a meditation or listening to like an affirmation. You're not necessarily staring at the screen. And I think it's the message is about, controlling your thoughts, knowing how your thoughts work. I think it's very with the times.
This was a fascinating watch. It's the kind of thing that you give your full attention to and completely tune into. I thought the narrative was so interesting. I was intrigued right away, and I found myself wanting to learn more when it was over. The accompanying visuals were really, really hypnotizing. I thought they were a great match to the subject matter, and the music had that same hypnotic quality.